The power of God does not leave you on the way. It insists that you finish. Are we together? So this is more than motivation. Motivation is to keep your mind in a very conducive psychological atmosphere to enable you make decisions. The power of God does not just enable, it goes through. The Lord walking with them, confirming the word with signs following. But that the manifestation of the believer's victory depends on two factors. Number one, understanding. And then number two, engaging the systems of advantage that God has made available. And I have taught you in this house, and if you have been a believer for some time, under any kind of methodical mentorship, you should have learned that there are systems of advantage. It is my description. You can call them forces of victory, you can call them anything at all. We are talking about the keys of the kingdom. These are the mysteries that the believer engages in order to establish the reality of dominion here and now. There are many of them. Jesus said, I will give you the keys of the kingdom. So it's not a key. Believing that there is only one key of the kingdom is wrong. There is one key to the kingdom. That key is not a metal. That key is a person. Jesus is the key to the kingdom. But now when you are in the kingdom, there are many keys of the kingdom. Are we together? Yeah. The same way there is one master key that opens up. Every house has a door that we call the main door. No matter what other keys you have, if you cannot access that main door, those other keys are useless. But now that you are in the house, you will need the key to the living room, the key to the toilet, the bathrooms. You can be in the house and yet just hang around the corridors of the house because you do not have the keys of the house. The key to the house opens up the house for you. The keys of the house opens up the rooms for you. Are we together now? So the Bible lets us know that we have been given access to the keys of the kingdom. There are many keys that we engage in our faith walk. Please listen. These are the forces that make us matured. These are the forces that empower us to command dominion. You don't wish dominion. You don't hope for dominion. You engage and manifest dominion through light. Are we together? Let me list a few of them. Number one is the ministry of prayer. This is one of the systems of advantage that have been made available to the believer in Christ, that men and women can engage in the ministry of prayer and with it command strides and victories in the spirit. He spake a parable, Luke 18 and verse 1, to the end that men ought always to pray. 1 Thessalonians 5:17, it says to pray without ceasing. Are we together? Mark chapter 11 and verse 24, it says, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receivest them, and thou shalt have it. James 5:13, it says, is any man afflicted? He said, let him pray. So the Bible clearly lets us know that prayer is a system of advantage that has been provided for. It said, Peter, Satan has desired to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith fail not, and when thou art converted, it says, strengthen your brethren. We see that prayer is one of the foundational systems of advantage. I will repeat every time I have the opportunity to, that prayer is not the only key. Prayer is a foundational key, but not the only key. Number two, we have the gift of men as a system of advantage. The Bible is very clear as to the fact that God reaches men through men. In Exodus chapter 3, when he had an encounter with Moses, he said, I have heard the affliction of my people by reason of their taskmasters, and I am come down. God comes down to men through men. He was sending Moses to represent him. Are we together now? Very, very important. The gift of men is one of the dominion mysteries in this kingdom, that all blessings come from men, but through men to men. So when blessings leave heaven and there are no human vessels to midwife that blessing until it gets to you, you can have a prophetic word that says you are blessed and never walk in the experience of it. The gift of men.